So let's look at some measurements. It starts with questions. What do you want to accomplish? If you don't have a clear strategy, then you're lost. So the first thing you need to do, get your strategy in order. Once you have your strategy, now we can set a goal. Now, this is what I want to know. What do you want to accomplish? And I love this acronym of SMART goals. It needs to be specific. A good specific goal is to increase sales by 5%. Okay, good. I know what you want me to do. Now I need to figure out how best to do it. How long do I have to get it to 5%? Do I have a quarter? Do I have 2 quarters? Do I have a full year? So that's why better. Increase my next 4 webinar registrations to at least 100 participants. Time-based, specific, measurable, attainable. And very, very realistic. Increase leads in third quarter by 5%. That is a goal that I can look at the existing numbers and say, okay, what do I need to do now to get there? You see, the problem is people try to come at analytics with big things. Like, well, how do we make money? Selling stuff. Well, give me a more specific question, and I'll give you a more specific answer. And unfortunately, it comes down to the better the question, the better the answer. And what are specific goals that you can employ? Maybe some of you already have a couple of goals that you have been tasked with, but what are specific goals that would work best for your company? So we begin with the outcome. The clearer the goal, the better you have something to work for, the better the question. So how do we get there? And that's asking questions. Well, what's our current conversion rate? Which product pages? How are people getting there? Do you see how one question leads to 20 more questions? And the better the question, the more better questions that come along. So I want to increase leads by 5% in third quarter. Well, I need to know what are my leads from last quarter in order to get that percentage so that I can get a number of how many leads I need. I need to look and see what are my sources of leads. What are my best sources of leads? What am I converting at right now based on different channels? You see, a good question leads to 20 more questions. What are you measuring? This is what we get into. See, the problem is when we don't approach it with a question like this, when you don't have a question, you get into the hamster wheel analytics. What killed me is when asked, what do you measure? Website visits, social sharing, time on site, and SEO rankings were the top 4 things that people measure. Are you kidding me? Really? Visits, sharing, time on site, and rankings? Those are all indirect KPIs, key performance indicators. And you know what a key performance indicator is? An indicator. It does not have direct influence on sales. It is an indicator. The problem is nobody knows what it's an indicator of. What I'm saying is there is a proper way to view these KPIs and use them. But realize if you do use them, they are not direct indicators of success, of what's happening. You're evaluating the wrong thing for the wrong purposes. Number 1, understanding what you track. Number 2, what is my objective? What am I trying to achieve with my website? What are you trying to achieve? Why do people come to your site? What can they do on your website? What are the many things that they can do? Those are goals, but also business objectives. What are things that they do on your site that meet a business objective? What are actions that people take that you can measure that contribute to a business objective? If I see this copy-pasted onto a report, what does it tell me? It's nothing. It's irrelevant. And data points have no value apart from any other information. It is a value neutral number. Is it good or bad? I don't know. No. Yes. It doesn't matter. Page views per visitor. Good? Bad? 3.8? I need context. I need other numbers. I need other knowledge. I can't make... And so this is why I'm so against copy pasting, because this is what I want to know. If I have a SMART goal, I want to increase by this much in this time frame, then this is what I should get. Well, for a paid search campaign, I have 200,000 impressions, 10,000 clicks, 400 leads, 25 sales, my revenue is 100,000, my return on that is $1, makes $225 on that campaign. That is the value of context. The more I drill down into answering the question with more and more context. And so I am having the context of the campaign, and then here is where my KPIs start coming in. Now my goal here, my goal is sales, right? That's what I want. Clicks, leads, these are all my objectives. They're leading up to that final goal that makes me money. But then, again, this is what I'm driving to, is that ROI number. Actually, it's my return on ad spend, but if someone wants to take money away from my paid search program, then I can turn around and say, you know, for every dollar you take from me, you're taking away $125 in revenue. Is that what you want to do? This is how you protect yourself, okay? This is how you protect your budget, all right? And don't let anyone take it away, because you know what makes money and you know how to use it. So that's what I mean. I want you to get to the point where you know that every dollar you spend and every channel, this is what you make.